Welcome to Cur8ed with Rob and Shawn, where we put you in the driver's seat.
So the starting point is the Cur8ed warehouse, and from there, our drivers head out on their way to a local brewery.
Next, our drivers speed toward the coastline and make their way through the Cur8ed tunnel.
And from there, our drivers make their way through the equalizer, across Oil Pan Alley, to finish their drive at Purest Point.
All right, this is gonna be a super sick route. Here we go.
Tell me where to go.
Straight.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, my name's Jason Woods, and I'm from Chasing the Apex, and I have know what I'm doing, but I'm being a pure hooligan. He's just telling me to make lefts and rights.
I have no idea what I'm doing either.
Oh, right on. We'll figure it out together. Lots of CHP out at this time, yep. So I won't go full hooligan. I'll go 1/4 hooligan.
Staying on the freeway for 3.5 miles. You're getting off at exit number 8.
Come on. You're not letting me fool again.
It's like they don't even know that they're on a closed course right now.
It's like, right?
Right? How do they get on this closed course?
Oh, really? Come on.
Oh.
Come on.
We've got another 1.5 miles now more.
I'm more of a canyon rat, so all this urban lunacy is scary.
Yeah, I am also that way.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Going straight for a while until I tell you to take right. And it'll be 1/2 mile.
So these guys,
Yeah.
they got me running around, jumping out of cars.
Keep going.
I feel like I'm in some kind of getaway scene in some kind of movie.
That's the idea. Keep going. It's actually right past this. So right here, right here, right here, right here.
It's okay, I can drive. Yeah.
So we're at East Brothers Brewery.
Is this
Richmond.
it?
This is it. They're still plugged into the cars.
Ah!
Did you just hit
Hell yeah, shutter, bro.
So you're going out, same way we came in, but taking your right.
So I don't know, they made me stop somewhere. I don't know, they made me stop somewhere. This
Take
guy's-
4 photos?
of course I took 4 photos.
Good. You took 4 photos.
Maybe. Somebody once told me if you're not cheating, you're not trying. So I'm gonna try cheating next go.
I mean, remember, you're competing for style points here.
Style points? I've got no style.
The photos are included in your style points.
You're lucky I'm not out here in
So-
Birkenstocks and a set of black socks.
Pull off.
Second gear all day.
There's a section at the end of this road called Oil Pan Alley.
Okay.
And if you can't cross it, you get a DNF.
Did not finish. Okay, where am I going?
Straight. Go straight. Pull up here.
Go take 4 photos. I think.
Yes, you have to take 4 photos.
Even if they're all for terrible photos.
This isn't sports car roads.
No, it's painful.
So they thought my Porsche was a Jeep.
Yes. We didn't actually get the memo. We'll get to these speed bumps. They're up here. I'll let you know before we go over.
Please.
And then we'll see.
I did not bring a Urus. Oh, holy hell.
Think you can make that? That's why they call it oil pan alley. And that is it. That's the last speed bump,
Okay, thank God.
as far as I know. So we started with Jason, the Canyon Rat, and we ended with Steve. Slow driver Steve. What do you call himself?
Slow driver Steve.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you guys got me fucking fooled.
You survived.
Barely.
How was it? Horrible? Terrible?
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I had a good time, and thank you for having me. And I never want to do that ever again.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 4.
Yep.
Episode 4. I'm Shawn, aka Shawn on God,
Robert,
and we have our guest tonight, Mr. Jason from Chasing the Apex. So before we get into Jason, let's thank our sponsors for tonight's video.
we got Pete's coffee here. I got a nice tall cup of dark roast Pete's coffee in my hand, keeping
yeah.
me up at this late night while we're filming.
Oh man, well, you know, I can't tell you what I have in my cup. We'll just call it Pete's coffee.
I put whiskey in mine.
We also want to thank Chasing the Apex. Make sure you give them a follow, as well as we'll thank YC Auto
YC
Group.
Auto Group.
They let us drive a few cars this past week, which you guys will probably see in an upcoming video. So coming soon. So excited about that. So let's welcome Jay.
Howdy. My name's Jason Woods. I'm with Chasing the Apex. Thanks for having me out, and stoked to be here. Killer location, man.
Tell us a little bit about the car you brought today. This is super bare bones, but like we got to do it because we're going to be featuring the car later.
Sure.
What do you got today? Why do you love it? Why'd you buy it?
Okay, so this is a 981 GT4, and there's actually a small story behind it. So it was just not my design. Didn't care. I just didn't, and I just like to drive, and I knew Bill from bikes, and so, you know, riding on the track was, you know, part of the passion of my life.
Yeah.
So that, you know, Chasing the Apex is that nirvana, if you will, that you find when you can shut off everything in your life and you get that perfect lap, if you will, or that perfect moment. And so that's what Chasing the Apex is, or for me anyways, or some other random romantic thing I come up with at the moment. And so anyways, Bill told me about this GT4, right? We started with a Lotus, right? It started as, we're going to tell the story of Lotus. And Bill was like, hey man, you really got to drive a GT4. Hey bro, you really got to drive a GT4.
Yeah.
Hey bro, the car for you is a GT4. And what happened was, you know, I actually, as time progressed, you know, I had the opportunity to test a GT4, and I went, oh shit, it is that damn good.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was, you know, I've always said on my channel, and I ask anybody that really knows me, they'll tell you I'll drive a shoebox. I don't care.
Sure.
If it drives well, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care what it looks like. I care how it drives.
Nice.
So, and that's the story of the GT4. You know, going back to YC Auto Group, I walked in one day. Catherine from YC goes, I think I was going to drive like an Audi R8 or something.
Yeah.
And Kathy's like, no, I got a GT4 out back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh really? Okay. So I'm going to take that then. She already knows. She knows what I'm going to drive and what I'm going to like. So she hands me the keys to the GT4. I go out back. I come back, and I'm like, yeah, I got to buy it. That's how that's going to work. And that's how it went.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, dude, it is a freaking sweet car, dude.
Yeah.
It is sweet.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I knew the GT4 was a special car, and I knew since it came out that it was supposed to be, you know, like
Sure.
a life-changing drive.
It really is.
And it really is. I mean, it's hard to go to anything else after this.
It's tough. I picked it up at a relatively good price, and I've been offered in the upwards of 90,
Right. Wow.
93,000, and I don't know what I'd replace it with.
Yeah.
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 And that's the real problem.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about, you know, cars right now is you can have 93,000 and you're like, what do I buy with 93,000? What
Sure.
Yeah.
Number one, you know, what's available?
Right.
You know,
Right. What can I buy?
what can I buy? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
oh, you can always go to Miata.
Yeah.
Miata is the answer to all. I know you Miata people are hearing this. Miata is the answer to all.
Overlay my own Miata.
You should.
It's true. I mean, that's also kind of a changing car for me. I mean, it's the first car that I've owned that is like a real
Absolutely.
driver's car. It's like it does exactly what it tells you it'll do, and nothing more.
That's it.
It's perfect.
And that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least from my experience, you know, driving is a dance. It's a romantic dance
Right.
between you and death. Let's tell the truth here.
Cars don't fly!
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether or not you're commuting or you're going on a good canyon run or, you know, you're on the track. You know, the reality is you're dancing with death. And damn it, let's at least get all the pleasantries out of the way and get right to the romance of it.
Right.
And that's how I see it.
Yeah, totally. So where did your love of cars come from? And what was your
I don't
start?
have a love of cars.
Okay.
I have a love of driving.
Okay, there
Where
we
did
go.
that come
Love
from?
it.
How did that start?
What's that?
Where did that start?
On a
What was
bike.
the impetus? Okay,
On a bike.
cool. Motorcycle or bicycle?
Oh, motorcycle.
Okay.
So, you know, if you look at those hills we were going to run in, you know, they will remain unnamed because I don't blow up the spot, unlike a dude I know. No, I'm just kidding.
The power of editing, I didn't blow it up.
That's true. So, you know, really when you start looking at that, you know, I had been riding a long time and I grew up in those canyons, right? And there was before the track days were available, and there was a time, yes, young people, there was a time where you would take your track bike and truck it out to these spots and you'd go run them, and you'd go run them hard. And that's kind of where I fell in love with it. It was, it's very much a tribe, and it's a subculture of motorcycling, if you will. You had the cruisers, and you had the guys that took their bikes to shows or whatever, and then you guys had guys that were just flat canyon rats.
Right.
And their objective wasn't necessarily to be the fastest guy out there. Their objective was to just be as good as they were going to be. And that's where I fell in love. And then, you know, I went to a few driving schools through work, you know, and I was okay at it. You know, I don't think anybody's, you know, I'm never going to be Mario Andretti here. Let's tell the story, right? I mean, there's always somebody faster. That's not the issue. But I fell in love with it there. Even though it's a different component, you can still get that, a different connection, even though it's a little more removed. You know, I think motorcyclists would call them cages. At least they did when I was a kid. You know, and when you're driving in a spirited fashion, you're getting some of the same challenges, you know. And when it's right, man, it's, you know, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
You know, when it's wrong, you know, go home, right? Because you know yourself in that moment, right? It doesn't matter your accomplishments. It doesn't matter what you think you've accomplished. It doesn't matter who other people think you are. You are you in that moment and your skill set.
There you go.
And I love that. I love the truth in that and the purity in it.
There you go. Very cool. Very cool.
I want to hear about your life with YouTube. You know, where did that start? How did it all start for you?
Really, you know, it started with a gentleman that was working for Lotus at the time, Simon Orrell. And Simon's like this really great dude. We're super petrolhead. You know, he'll keep you on the phone for like 3 hours talking about how Lotus is a driver's car. And you're like, you know, anyways, started talking to this guy, and he convinced me to start a YouTube video. And we make this video. We don't know what we're doing. And I go back to Simon, and he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, well, I can do a write-up for you. I can write. And he's like, well, okay, we'll do the write-up. So I do the write-up, and he's like, well, yeah, this is really good. He goes, but why do you leave it open-ended like you don't know? I go, well, you made me take you around the block. What do I know about a car if you make me take you around the block? You know nothing about the car at that point. And that was kind of the way Chasing the Apex was formed. Was people go into car dealerships and they buy these cars and they spend their mini mortgages, and they don't really know what they're buying. They took it on a test ride on the street and they think because it did 0 to 60 in 1 bazillion seconds or milliseconds that it's a great car. Well, the reality is, to me, if it doesn't turn, it doesn't matter, because horsepower does not equate engagement.
Right.
Yes.
You know, and there's an old saying, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car
Of
slow.
course.
But there was a group of YouTubers, and they were from all different genres, and they taught me to edit and how to put out videos. And my objective still is today, as it was yesterday, is that if I can make one person smile through the video, and I can share my experience with one dude that appreciates it, I did it. I had a good time. It was worth it.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, on behalf of the YouTubers, we certainly want to thank you, man, for your support. Of our channel.
I mean, no, I appreciate you guys coming along, and I appreciate you guys reaching out, and I appreciate you guys driving with me, and I appreciate you guys just being normal guys. Yeah. And if I really look at what's a petrol head, right? So people want to categorize you. They're like, oh, you turn wrenches, and all you think about is cars, and you read Car and Driver. I'm like, no, bro. I read Shakespeare and St. Augustine. Stop. I mean, I'm more than a one-dimensional creature. And I know everybody else is like that too. So.
Yeah, I think car people and the world outside of car people both apply a similar lens of single dimensionality to car people. They're like, that's just a car, bro. He's got a fucking Porsche, car, bro.
Absolutely. BMWs or drivers are all assholes.
Yeah.
They're all assholes.
All the tropes are like that.
Yeah. No, and you're absolutely right. Yeah. And that applies. And so I think you guys are doing the right thing. I mean, I'm grateful to be involved. I'm grateful to be here, and grateful to hopefully continue to be involved.
We're grateful to have you as our first guest on our new set. So we
it's
couldn't think of a
spot.
better person to break it all in. So what's next for you or your channel?
I don't know. People ask me that all the time. I don't know. Don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I never did.
Yeah.
I'm just going wherever it goes.
Yeah.
Well, you were sharing some learnings with us earlier today. This is your third year, right, doing this? Mm-hmm. Do you have, I mean, it's hard to do this on the spot, but do you have, have you synthesized a couple takeaways from 3 years of doing this that, if you could go back and tell yourself right when you started doing it, you would?
Yeah, absolutely.
What would you say?
What
would you say?
Be you.
Yeah.
Don't care. And try to make one viewer smile. And every individual viewer matters. It's not the numbers, and it's not the mass of the numbers. And don't worry about the YouTube algorithm, and don't worry about what other YouTubers are doing.
Yeah.
Worry about what you're doing, and just trying to make it a little better each time.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That would be my best advice to anybody.
All right, cool, man. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Pete's Coffee, YC Auto Group, Chasing the Apex. We're out.
Sean on God.
Shout on God.
Don't forget to follow @SeanOnGod.
That's the man.